Bangarang Rufio, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Lost Boys Gaming. Today we're talking about Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, and if Nintendo has actually fixed a lot of the problems that we had with it when it first came out. What's up everybody? Welcome back to Lost Boys Gaming. Now before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and make sure that you're kept up to date with everything going on here at Lost Boys Gaming. The first thing that we'd like to talk about today is that Nintendo listened to us. I mean, it's crazy that I think that they actually did something that people were complaining about and were bringing up and trying to get in front of Nintendo to say, hey, you need to fix this. As you go into The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, when we first got it, there was some input lag when you're playing, and some of the graphics and textures were kind of iffy at best. And one of the big things that really was shown off was in the water temple. As you go into the room where you fight Dark Link, right? There's the fog and the water, and it was just very subpar on this online version that we were given. There was no fog, the water was not even really water, you couldn't really even call it that. But people noticed in this last bug fix or patch or whatever you want to call it, that they actually went in and they retouched a lot of this stuff, and it actually looks a lot better than it previously did. So that's one really good thing that Nintendo actually did with this service, and to me it's not fixing it 100%, but hey, it means they're listening. And maybe those into some of these other complaints and these other things that we want added or that they need to really address going forward. The other thing that was a really good add to me was that they added Banjo-Kazooie in. This happened earlier this week, and it's been awesome to go back and play the bear and the bird, you know, grabbing those jiggies and those music notes. To me, this game feels a lot better than some of the other add-on or games that they've put into the system so far. It plays clean, the graphics are a lot touched up compared to some of the other things. It's not quite the Xbox version, you know. We did get this just straight up 64 version, which is awesome. It does make it a little bit more difficult. If you die, you don't get to keep your music notes, things like that. But this game is a lot better than I was expecting, and it's been a fun playthrough for me. The thing with that, we were told back in December that we would be getting Banjo and Kazooie in January, and that came, and that was awesome. And now we were kind of sitting and waiting to see, hey, when are we going to get next? And Nintendo, right out of the gate, right after they dropped Banjo, they say, hey, you're getting Majora's Mask in February. So once again, at least Nintendo's given us a little bit of a heads up. I would like to know a little bit more, maybe, like, hey, when in February is it coming? We were told Banjo was going to come pretty quick after we got Paper Mario, but we got Paper Mario December 10th, and we didn't get Banjo until January 20th. So it was technically a month, but not really, because it was a little bit longer than a month, 40 days, right? So it will be a little bit quicker, because obviously February is a shorter month. But at the same time, it would be nice to know when we're going to be getting these games. And to me, that does help, and I think that Majora's Mask will be a great add. But they continue to add the best games right out of the bat, right? We got Paper Mario, we got Banjo, now we're getting Majora's Mask. Of all the games that they showed at the initial announcement of this service, if you'd have told me what the games that they showed, the ones that they've released already or they're going to next month, those are the prime games. Those are the ones that would have gotten me to come and purchase this service, which I did anyway, because I mean, I'm a sucker for 64 stuff. And these games are so nostalgic and so awesome. But the other games that they've shown they're good, the ones that we know that are coming down the pipeline, but they're not Banjo-Kazooie, they're not Majora's Mask, right? So I think Nintendo could still has some work to do in what games they're going to be offering us. And hopefully it kind of upticks to more of this, maybe a couple games a month rather than just strip feed of one game every month. But if they can add other games, you know, some of the games that I really would love to see added, you know, Wave Race 64, such a great racer. Snowboard Kids, Diddy Kong Racing. We got Banjo, why can't we get Diddy Kong, right? Rare's already kind of given us the go-ahead for some of these games. Donkey Kong 64 would be a fun platformer. I know that would give us a lot of different platformers, but I think that there's a lot of other games that they need to go in and add, and maybe even tease that we're going to have the potential of. And I think that'll help get the service back into a better spot. But I think that Nintendo is doing a good job so far of at least taking some of the complaints and the things that that we've given them and trying to implement those changes like we said with Ocarina of Time. By no means do I think the system is perfect. I hope that they continue to make updates and make changes. But I think that this is at least showing me that Nintendo is cognizant of what's going on in the market and what we need and what we want as consumers. And I hope that they continue to make these changes and make these updates, and that they'll give us better games along the way as well, and continue to give us more stuff, and maybe a little bit quicker, and or maybe even just at least giving us an idea of when we can expect things rather than just saying the month and this is the game you're gonna get. But give a little bit more specific so that we can prepare and we will have an idea of what to kind of expect moving forward. All right, that'll do us for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure before you go to hit that subscribe button, like this video here today, and make sure you're kept up to date with everything going on here at Lost Boys Gaming. Until next time, we'll catch you later.